Hello BookTube, Sarah here and welcome to Novel Expectations. Today I'm coming to you with my 5th book haul and unboxing for 2016. Nothing to actually physically unbox. I'm a little disappointed because I was totally expecting something to be in the mail this week. I did place an order with thriftbooks.com, but they are taking their very sweet time sending it to me. That's the problem when you live in Canada, is sometimes it takes time for stuff to come over the border. So I do have a list of about 12 books I bought in the last couple weeks. Now, I know I just put up my 4th book haul and unboxing, but to be fair, I actually filmed that 2 weeks ago. It just took me some time to get it up because frankly I was lazy and didn't feel like editing. So, sorry about that. So it seems like this book haul is coming, a lot quick on the heels of the last one, but bear in mind it has actually been 2 weeks since my last book haul. So, like I said, I have 12 books, not as many as last time. I do plan on doing these a couple times a month, because that way they don't end up being as long, which is great. So, let's jump in and get started. So, there's a couple books on my list that I have actually bought for October, because I plan on doing a big Halloween scary book read in October, and I do have something very, very fun coming to the channel for Halloween, so stay tuned. I'm going to talk about that, I think, more towards the end of this month, so in the next week or so stay tuned. So, the first book that I purchased is Haunted Bridges by Rich Newman. This is a non-fiction, fiction paranormal, depending on what your personal thought is, if you think ghosts are real or not. And this is more than 300 bridges with eerie phenomenon that span space and time. Cities and states are listed for 324 public locations, so readers can look up specific bridges. I saw this book on, like, the Coming Soon on the Kindle, and I immediately pre-ordered it because it just looked like right up my alley. I love stuff that's spooky like that. Next book, Shelter Island by Carla Nagars. This is a novella. It's book number 7 in the Cold Ridge / U.S. Marshals series, and it is a romantic suspense. Woman heads to a secluded cottage off the Cape, but puts herself in much more danger as a hurricane approaches and a madman, bent on ending her life, is following her. Heartbreaker by Erin McCarthy. This is a contemporary romance. It does say it is part of the Nashville something series, but when I looked it up on Goodreads, it didn't show it as being part of any series, so I'm not too sure what's going on with that. Nashville's hottest duo fights for love in a city where having all that you dreamed of may leave you with a broken heart. Another book for my Halloween reads, Lizzie by Evan Hunter. This is a non-fiction historical. Recreates the events of that fateful day and the events leading up to the murders. So this is essentially about Lizzie Borden. This is going to be the second Lizzie Borden book that I've read this year. And I don't know what my fascination with her is, and I don't know why there seems to be a lot of books about her coming out this year. There was The Secrets of Lizzie Borden by Brandy Purdy that I read, I think, in March, and now this one. And I looked up the date of the murders, and they were 1892, so it's not even like it's been like the 100-year anniversary. But I love how different authors have different takes on perhaps the reasons why, if in fact she was responsible for the murders, because she was never convicted. So I think this is going to be a deliciously creepy book for October, and I cannot wait to read it. Now we're getting into the books that I bought on Harlequin.com during their Friday buy 3 get 1 free sale that I love so much. Dark Whispers by Deborah Webb. This is Faces of Evil book number 12. It is a Harlequin intrigue novel. A private investigator whose first client sees and hears things that are not there. She has gaps in her memory, and someone is trying to kill her. Unveiling the Bridesmaid by Jessica Gilmore. Book number 2 in the Life Swap series. This is a Harlequin romance novel. After a devastating accident, Hope is left as the sole caregiver for her younger sister. Now her sister is getting married and Hope is planning the wedding, and having to deal with the reluctant best man. Meet Me at the Chapel by Joanna Sims. This is book number 4 in the Brands of Montana series, and it is a Harlequin special edition. After vacation plans take a slight detour, Casey ends up spending it in Brock McAllister's garage apartment in exchange for helping with his daughter, who is autistic. I kind of like that they're starting to include that more now, children with special needs and people with special needs in these type of romance novels, because I just think it brings a little bit more to the story, and I really do appreciate that. Conard County Marine by Rachel Lee. This is book number 31 in the Conard, sorry, I can't say that, in the Conard County The Next Generation series. This is a Harlequin romantic suspense. The story of one woman's survival and her protector's promise to find answers. Reuniting with the Cowboy by Shannon Taylor Venator. This is book number 1 in the Texas Cowboy series. This is a love-inspired romance, which means it is a Christian romance fiction, or romantic novel. That might not be my personal religious beliefs, but I really do enjoy reading these because they are very, very sweet and very, very tame and really do focus on the romance as opposed to the physical romance, if you will. Allie's childhood crush moves in next door. As they slowly become friends again, Cody still has a secret that he may not be able to share. Texas Cinderella by Winnie Grace. This is book number 8 in the Texas Groom series. This is a love-inspired historical, which, like the love-inspired books, also a Christian historical romance novel. Marriage of Convenience. When her father forces her to return to help at the family farm, Cassie must return or find a husband. The Lottery Winner by Emily Rose. This is a Harlequin super romance novel. This one sounded super interesting to me, which is why I picked it up. Winning the lottery should have been a dream. Instead, Jesse Martin's life is transformed into a nightmare. Just sounds so good. And last but not least, Her Texas Ranger Hero by Rebecca Winters. It's The Lone Star Lawman, book number 4. It is a Harlequin Western romance. Local lawman teams up with a civilian to bring down a trafficking ring. I really like sharing the plots of some of these stories with you, especially the Harlequin ones, because I think a lot of people just kind of assume that it's about the same thing every time, when in reality there's specific tropes and themes that are found throughout contemporary romance that a lot of them do follow a formula of some sorts. But there is a wide differing, I mean, right there's like 3 or 4 different types of books. There's everything from the very sweet, romance novel and the love-inspired, to your typical contemporary romance with the special editions and the romance, to, the more mysterious, romantic suspense type books. There is really a little something for everyone, and that's why I really love sharing these with you guys. So anyway, that is it for this book haul. If there are any books here that you saw that you are interested in reading, please let me know in the comments below, because I'd love to know if there are any that caught your attention. Or if you have read any of these books, please let me know your thoughts. And until my next video, guys, take care and happy reading. Bye.